Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I haven't posted for about 2 weeks and I'm really trying to get on point with posting every single week. So I promise I will get better about that. Now, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is a really special topic to me, and it is my experience at my very first silence retreat that I did about a week and a half ago. It was such a profound experience for me that I have to make a video about it. So silent retreat, what is it? It is basically just a retreat where you don't talk. You go there and you don't talk. My retreat was 3 days, so for 3 days I didn't talk. And I did it through a foundation called the Art of Living Foundation. And they actually kind of train you before you go and take your first silence course. You do a couple of courses first, something called a happiness course, a meditation course, and then you can take the silence course. And if you guys are interested, after I'm done my video, check out the link below, and I will make sure that I link you guys up with the Art of Living, because you can do it anywhere in the world. It's not specific to a place. There's teachers all over the world for this. So anywhere you are, you can find these courses. Now, let's just be real honest here, okay? I'm gonna tell you guys real honest about what happened. First of all, let me tell you that I tried to back out of this trip. I tried to back out of the silence retreat because I was so scared. I actually called them about a week before and I said, hey, can I get my bunny back? Because I can't go on this trip. And they said, no, sorry, you can't. And then I had to look at the universe and it looked back at me and it was like, no, girl, you gotta go do this. This is a really important thing for you. You can't back out of it now. So I was like terrified. I thought that, oh my God, I have to be silent for 3 days. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to be alone with my thoughts. That's gonna be terrible. It was like the complete opposite. I've never felt more rested and more at peace with myself and more at peace with the world ever. It completely changed the way that I look at my own yoga practice. It helped me change the way that I look at other people. And it really helped ingrain certain philosophies and principles that I had already learned, but I guess I just didn't like feel them in my body. So let's talk a little bit about how it went. I'm not going to tell you guys too many details because if any of you are ever going to go take this course, I don't want to ruin it for you. But let's put it that way. We went up into the middle of nowhere, up in Squamish, beautiful British Columbia. Squamish is like this really cool adventure kind of mountain city. So if you've never been out here, we have like everything in Squamish. You can do anything from like rock climbing to hiking to trail running to bungee jumping to probably skydiving to boating to whitewater rafting. Like there's just so much to do there. And we stayed at a summer camp for kids, but you know, we were adults and we stayed at this place in the middle of nowhere, no reception, no nothing, for 3 days. And it was beautiful. I mean, it was raining almost the entire time that we were there because it's BC and it's winter, but it was beautiful because it was empty of all of those different sounds that we get in the city of cars and ambulances and buses, and it was so peaceful. And we had amazing vegan food. So the food at this retreat was all vegan and gluten-free. Like, honestly, the food was one of the best parts. I know that probably the meditation should have been one of the best parts, and it was, but the food was unreal. Like, the first night we got there, we had this like absolutely amazing veggie curry that I just will remember for the rest of my life because it was that good. And we had breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. And in the times that we weren't eating or walking around in the forest, because at lunch we had this, like whenever we got breaks for food, we got to eat and then we got to walk around in the forest, which was really, really cool. Just being alone with nature, getting to interact with nature on this like deep spiritual level, because we had been in silence. It was just beautiful. So the first night we get there, we all get to know each other, we talk a little bit, we have dinner, and then we go in silence. And then we start off the process of the next 2.5 days, which is basically meditation. Meditation and observation. So what we did is we just brought our yoga mats, we brought a little meditation cushions, and we did lots of guided meditations, guided breath work. We listened to certain videos of the guru that created the Art of Living Foundation, and we did certain exercises. I'm only going to give you guys one because, as I said, I don't want to give you too much details, but for example, we had to draw a picture like we were 5 years old of one of our favorite memories as a kid. And you know, it doesn't seem like much, but these exercises had a really meaningful value, and it was so good to take your mind back to that place when you're 5 years old. And you know, I'm grateful because I did have an amazing childhood, and I have very fond and happy memories of that time, and I know some people don't, and it can be more challenging for them. But what we got out of that exercise was brilliant. It made us really take a look at how we saw the world as children and how we see it now and how different that is. I got a really big appreciation just for people, for everybody, for wherever they are, you know, to hold space, to not judge. Judgment was a huge thing that came up for me, you know, realizing how much I judge. Even though I'm a yoga teacher and I preach non-judgment to others, I still find myself judging. And it was amazing to be in silence for so long because you got clarity on like the two voices that are always there and they're always present, right? That kind of wise, deep, spiritual, connected voice that almost always tells you to do the right thing, you know? That voice that says, hey, you're judging now, stop it. And then the other voice that's doing the judging, right? The other voice that's saying, oh, I suck, I'm not good enough, or oh, she's not, you know, XYZ enough. Whatever it may be, those two voices are there. And it's up to us in life to choose what voice we really want to listen to. And being in silence makes that really, really clear. Another thing that I got out of my silence retreat was the love for my parents. I thought about my parents so much during silence, you know, the love for them, just kept thinking about everything that they've done for me, everything that they've sacrificed for me. I don't want to get teary-eyed, but just I had so much love in my heart, and I have so much love in my heart for my parents. I literally came out of that retreat, and the first thing I did is I wanted to go visit my parents. So that was beautiful. I can't describe to you guys in human words what being in silence can do for you. I just can't describe it. It's just magic. Like the way that I felt after the retreat was magic. I felt like I was reborn. It was beautiful. I can't say enough good things about it. I really, really want all of you guys to do this happiness course, to do the meditation course, and to do a silent retreat one day, because you will get so much out of it. I cannot stress that enough. So much out of it. And as a yoga teacher, you know, somebody who has been meditating, I've always had a little bit of a hard time with meditation, you know, and even in the retreat, I wasn't super peaceful zen all the time. I was like super fidgety sometimes, and at some points I was like, oh my God, when is this meditation going to be over? I'm about to die here. Like, I need to move, I need to do something. And yet I was able to stick through every single meditation, hold my cool. Maybe I was a little bit fidgety, but what that part did for me in terms of meditation is now when I do my 20-minute meditations, when I do my 15-minute meditations, they're so easy and full of pleasure and love. Like, I don't have that fidgetiness anymore because I spent almost 8 to 9 hours in meditation a day. So after you've spent that long in meditation, you come back and the 20 minutes is a piece of cake. It's so easy, right? I found that even when I'm teaching now in my yoga classes, I have the courage to speak up more about the spiritual aspects of the practice, about loving yourself, about loving each other, about creating this beautiful community of people that come together, support one another, and help the planet out. So I could probably go on and on and on about the benefits that I got from this silent retreat, but I don't want to bore you guys, and we're already at 10 minutes. So I'm gonna shut it down. But if you guys have any questions, any comments, anything that you'd like to share, anything that you'd like me to answer, by all means, please leave a comment down below. And I promise I will get to those questions in another video. But thank you so, so much for listening. And if you have a chance, Art of Living Foundation, do the courses, get in touch with yourself, get quiet, and you'll be amazed at what you find in here. Thank you.